Now, is this you? Bent left arm going through the golf ball, that dreaded chicken wing through impact. But no matter how hard you practice, you can't correct that. You can't get that nice straight left arm like you see all the best players in the world. Now, the reason why you can't fix that is because you are doing something that no instructors ever tell you. And that is the reasons why the chicken wing happens. It doesn't just happen on its own. There are things in your golf swing that cause it. And when you fix them, you will always keep that lead arm nice and straight going through that golf ball. So let's get into the two main reasons, a fix for each of them, and a good little drill routine to do once you know which one your issue is. So number one, and that is you are swinging too much out to in going through the golf ball. So over the top. So if you really swing massively out to in going through that golf ball, the only way you're going to successfully make okay contact doing that is if the lead arm, the left arm there, bends to pull that club coming through that golf ball. Because if you kept your left arm straight, you're approaching it really out to in, so over the top, what's going to happen? The club isn't going to get pulled in enough and you are going to shank the daylights out of that golf ball. So for you to play good functional golf, you need to pull that left arm in. So if you want to always keep that left arm straight, what have you got to do? First and foremost, you've got to fix the root cause reason to why that left arm is bending. And that is your club path. If I could eventually get this ball to stop, there we go. So we need to get that club on much more of a neutral path, because if we can get it on a much more neutral path, or even slightly in to out, why not? We can then turn through that golf ball and that left arm doesn't need to bend, doesn't need to break down to be able to hit the golf ball solidly. So let's get to a drill to help you with that. So this here is my favorite drill for this. So you can either grab a swing plate, which is a link in the description if you want to get a discount code on these, or you could just use a range basket with a alignment stick upturned coming out of it. So we go. Just like so. So if you, let's say I was hitting the ball at the fence here. If you get, let's say a swing plate or an upturned range basket just behind where the golf ball is, but you can see it how the stick is going right over the ball. Now, if I swing out to in, ooh, I'm going to crash right into it. It's not going to be fun. So that's where if I'm going to hit this ball solidly, what do I have to do? I have to swing and approach the golf ball from a more neutral or slightly in to out fashion. And of course, what does that mean for us? Keeping that left arm, we can now keep it nice and straight. So absolutely, let's just swing, miss this stick. It will not be fun if you hit it. You'll know about it straight away. And absolutely, then we'll be creating the environment to not bend this arm going through the golf ball. But here's the thing. There are absolutely reasons to why as well people swing over the top. So if you want to find out the reason, rather than just doing the drill will work great though. There's a link in the description to the ultimate guide to fixing your over the top downswing. So there's root causes, absolutely many of them, to why golfers will chuck the club out. And in this course, there's a fix for each one and a practice plan depending on what your problem is. So if you want that, absolutely, don't have to, but it's down there in the description. So the second reason to why I see golfers bend their left arm, get that nasty chicken wing going through the golf ball or post-impact is because they are not rotating the chest at a decent speed going through the golf ball, or their chest rotation just stops, comes to a halt. So we're talking about this motion here, chest rotation. So, okay, if that chest rotation slows down, something has to get the club going through the golf ball. So what's going to happen? Your arms are going to take over, and as they pass through impact, get past that body, beat the race or beat the chest in that race to the golf ball, the left arm has to bend, has to break down. Quite commonly for this as well, you'll see a lot of left wrist extension come into it as well, this nasty move. So that's where if you want to always keep that left arm straight, you've got to keep that chest rotation flowing. So sometimes I can be guilty of not having the chest rotate as nicely as I'd want to going through the golf ball. And I'll occasionally see a little bit of a bend of the left arm, absolutely, from it. So out of these two, it's probably the lesser of the two evils for sure. You can still play great golf if your chest rotation slows down a bit. But if we want to keep it nice and straight, which will be very good for having good compression, good control over our golf ball, we need that chest rotation to stay constant. We want that chest rotation to be governing what happens going through the bottom of your golf swing. It's what moves the club through. It's that last little bit of chest rotation whip going through impact. Don't want it to slow because that's going to make arms carry over and left arm break down. So What we've got to do to be able to fix this, it's more of a feel rather than a drill. You can call it a feel/drill. And that is, think of your right shoulder. And with that right shoulder, we want to feel like it's staying ahead of that club head. If it stays ahead of that club head and coming through impact, as you can see there, that means my chest is going to continue to rotate. So for me, right-handed golfer, right shoulder staying ahead of the club head all the way through, my chest starts to rotate more, which will then keep my arm structure solid going through the golf ball. Now, it's a feel versus real, because if, again, I actually did that in reality, which won't happen, you'd be like, here, that's not going to happen. You're not going to lunge yourself forward. The club will overtake going through the golf ball just as everything starts to release through. So it's a good feel to keep the chest flowing. So here we go. Right shoulder beating the club to the golf ball in the race to the ball and through it. Now, just like with the over-the-top swing, there are many reasons to why you could be stalling out and slowing down your rotation. It's almost never players are just not athletic or flexible enough to be able to do it, because you don't need much athleticism or flexibility to be able to turn through the golf ball. Most commonly, it's your swing technique. And again, I've got a guide just on that. So, ultimate guide to rotation in a downswing. Again, there's a link in the description. Same thing as the over-the-top guide. It's got everything you want, all the root causes, and then a fix for each one of them, and a tailored practice plan dependent on what your problem is. Again, don't have to get it, but there is a link in the description. Okay, so now this is where what you've probably all been working on, which is a ball training aid. Now you can start to use this, because what does the ball training aid do? So that's where a lot of these are touted to fix a chicken wing. Absolutely, and that's right. They do really help you keep the structure. If you're going to keep this ball in between your arms, you are absolutely going to have a straighter left arm, no doubt about it. But if you want to actually fix the problem without this in your arms, you've got to fix the root cause. So, okay, this is where our little practice plan comes into it. Now, over the top golfers, you know your drill. Again, let's get that stick. Let's put this back up so I don't hurt myself. There we go. And then what do we want to do? Okay, we have this in between our arms, which works on the effect. This stick here for the over-the-top golfer. Fix your root cause issue. So, let's do some swings. Again, with ball training aid, you normally can only do around a 3/4 to half swing. But if I'm swinging underneath this, keeping this in between my arms, lovely. You can see, physically, definitely straighter with that left arm. Awesome. So what I would do with this is I would hit 7 balls. I'd divide, let's say, if I hit 100 balls, for example, in a practice session, I would hit 7 doing this drill with these two. And then, let's say this is my 7th ball, and then have 3 more. So set those up to 10 sets of 10, 7 with the drill, and then take that away and then do the last 3 balls you are now doing without anything helping you. So again, now I'm feeling like, okay, that stick is still there. I'm feeling like the ball's in between my arms. There we go. So once I've hit 3, I go back to doing another 7 with the drill, working on root cause and the effect. And I'll repeat that process until the 100 balls are gone. Okay, so we're working on chest rotation now. So what's our plan for chest rotation? Same thing, ball training aid. Cool thing is, this really helps you turn your chest more through the ball, because again, it forces the arm structure to be good. So if you're going to pass through that golf ball nicely, you've got to turn the chest more. But okay, this makes that left arm in a good spot. But like we said, that alone is not going to fix the issue. We just got to also fix the reason why we do it. So that's where, if it's a chest rotation, so I put my hand up for that, you know. So that's where what we'd want to feel at the same time is get that right shoulder feeling like it's beating the club head to the golf ball. Same structure, 7 balls, then 3 without. Very, very nice. Again, let's say that was my 7th, and then I'll go right after that to a couple of balls, feeling the exact same feels. Right shoulder beating the club to the golf ball, like I've still got the ball in between my arms. Lovely. So, brilliant, brilliant stuff. And again, I really haven't intentionally made the video in this way, but there is a link in the description for this as well if you want one of these ball training aids. Absolutely, this is a JChownGolf connector, absolutely brilliant. Again, there is a discount code. So literally everything I've had on screen, there's been a discount code from it. Trust me, I did not intentionally do it in that way. It just worked out like that. But it's great because it gives you guys a nice discount on training aids. Training aids are absolutely crucial if they're the right training aid for you to absolutely make changes to your golf swing. So this is how to always keep your left arm straight going through that golf ball. Fix your root cause, fix your effect, then you're going to always keep that left arm straight. So if you enjoyed the video, click that like button if you want more golf instruction, just like this. Hit that subscribe button, hit the bell button too to be notified every time I put out a video.